Welcome to HyperScript. After watching this video, you will learn how to create scripts in HyperScript, and you will learn about all the tools needed to increase the effectiveness of your scripts and employees. First, let's have a look at the main menu. The Scripts section contains all your created scripts and the tools for working with them, such as Constructor, Operator View, Efficiency Analysis, managing script access for colleagues, and integration with CRM. First and foremost, we will become familiar with this section. In the Reference section, you can always find detailed instructions on how to use any of the tools or write a question to user support using the feedback form. To begin, let's create our first script. If you've only just now registered, then you still don't have any scripts, but you'll see a welcome screen. To create a new script, click on the green Create Your Script button. Enter the name of the script and click Create. Afterwards, you can add new scripts at any time by accessing the Script List menu and selecting Add a Script. Thus, we've created an empty script. Now let's have a look at the constructor. The main part of any script is the goal. A manager's understanding of a conversation's goal can significantly increase the effectiveness of his work. Therefore, first and foremost, we will create a goal. To do this, enter in a brief summary of the goal in the goal line at the top of the screen. For example, we'll enter Schedule a meeting with decision makers to present product capabilities. Now your manager will always have what he wants to achieve during the conversation right in front of him. We'll confirm this by going to the Operator View tab. Let's proceed to the creation of the conversation sequence of steps. We'll go back to the Constructor tab. Here, you'll see that the first step of the conversation has already been created. Click on it to select it. An Edit Step window will appear on the right part of the screen. Here, you should write what the operator should say at the very beginning of the conversation. For example, "Hello, my name is Daria and I represent," along with the name of your company. Here you can select various design styles for the text so that the operator can distinguish the phrases that they need to say from general notes and instructions. If an operator's spoken phrase is too long and takes up too much space on the screen, you can add text. For example, we'll call this step Greeting. This will save space when working with the constructor. Simply describe the essence of the operator's response. Excellent. We've given the first phrase to be spoken by the operator. His interlocutor may say several variations of an answer. That is, in our script there should be a few branches of the conversation depending on how events unfold. In order to add a scenario variant, that is a possible reply from the interlocutor, click on the green plus button in the lower left corner of the first step. Scenario variants can be unlimited in number. For example, to a single question, one could receive the reply, "I'm connecting," or "Why are you calling?" Click on the interlocutor response, which will lead us to the second step of the conversation. Write the interlocutor's possible answers in the Edit window on the right, which will lead us to the second step, which in this example could be, "Why are you calling?" Select the fragment and click Yes, and write what the operator should say in this case in the Edit window. Repeat these steps with all scenario variants for the conversation that extend from the first step. In order to not mix up the steps, you may pull them away from each other by dragging the steps box, i.e. the operator's response. You can delete an unnecessary step by clicking on the gray X and confirming the deletion with another click. Sometimes situations arise in which different answers from the interlocutor may result in the same step. For example, a transition to scheduling a meeting can be accessed from different branches of the conversation. In such a case, one must join the two steps. Pulling the arrow from the small orange box in the right part of the step, drag it to the step where the answer will be indicated. For any other response, enter in the text. Periodically save your changes by clicking the glowing green Save Changes button. Of course, if you accidentally close a tab or try to navigate to another page, the system will not allow you to leave without saving your changes. It will warn you. However, do not forget to also do this yourself. So that the operator is comfortable using the script during a conversation, the script is presented in a specialized interactive form. Click on Operator View to see how the operator will see the script. Our script is ready. The time has come to give access to our colleagues so they can begin using it. Navigate to the Access tab. In order to give script access to your colleague, find the email line and enter your colleague's email address that he used to register his account on HyperScript. Select either the operator or administrator role and click the Add button. If you assign your colleague administrator rights, he will be able to make changes to the script, just like you. You can restrict access to an employee at any time by clicking on the X next to his name. Thus, the script has been developed, access has been granted, and managers are now using the script in their work. Now it's time to move on to the analysis phase, where we can increase the efficiency of the script and managers. In order to compare the effectiveness of scripts and managers, we will need to have a quantitative value. This value is the conversion rate, which is the ratio of successful script passes to the total number of passes. In other words, the conversion rate shows us in what % of cases an operator is successful when running a script. To measure the conversion rate and analyze efficiency, we need to do a little preparation work. We must select a step as a target. To do this, navigate to the Constructor tab, select the step, and click the Use as a Goal checkbox in the Edit window. This means that if an operator has reached this step, he has satisfied the conversation's goal. For example, if he is collecting data about when and where to meet with the client, but the task was to schedule a meeting, then the task was accomplished. This step can be marked as a goal. Now the system will automatically calculate the conversion rate indicators of both the script and the operators. To accumulate a sufficient number of statistics for an analysis, the operators must pass a script several times until the end. Passing the script in the Operator View tab on an administrative account also counts. When you make new changes to a script, saving occurs in a new version. For this new version, statistics collection starts over. You can view the current version's conversion rate by viewing the main panel to the right of the Goal field. For a more detailed analysis, navigate to the Conversion Rate tab. If script passes have already been carried out by managers, you will see the scripts chart, which will allow you to perform a failure analysis by nodes. The operator conversion rate for this script block and the overall statistics block are located on the right part of the screen. We will begin our familiarization with detailed analysis starting with this block. The block contains the following indicators. Initiated calls reflects the total number of calls conducted by operators within the current version of the script. No desired answer is the number of conversations that were aborted due to lack of a necessary response from the interlocutor. Conversation interrupted represents the number of aborted conversations for any reason, when the manager presses the conversation ended button without reaching the final node of the conversation. Next, we'll move on to the operator analysis block, which is a list of managers who have passed the current version of the script at any time. A conversion rate indicator for the current script appears for each manager. By comparing this indicator for different managers, it is possible to understand who should be helped first in order to raise effectiveness indicators. With the help of the failure analysis block of the script chart, you can review which steps have the biggest failure indicators and which steps most often lack a desired response. These steps will serve as the main points of efficiency growth. Red percentage indicators at a particular step represent an aborted conversation indicator. Blue indicators mean instances where there was a lack of a desired response. HyperScript has broad capabilities for integration with CRM systems, which allows your managers to pass scripts directly from a CRM system. Integration can be done in two ways: through widgets of the most common CRMs and through an API. By clicking the Integration tab, you will see information on integrating with a CRM, including with AMO CRM and Bittrex24, and you will learn about the possibilities of improving your work efficiency with the help of integration. You can also watch detailed instructions on integration and a specialized tool provided for various CRM systems. For example, there is automated task organization in a CRM when passing a script. Now, write a script. If you need help setting up, you can always contact HyperScript's user support service via email.